Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are just catching W after W today. It's good, Justin Roiland been proven innocent. Donald J. Trump has seemed to been taking some wins from his apparent arrest, and the grand jury has been suspended temporarily for about a week, and we have this where breaking AZ Supreme Court revised Kari Lake claim on signature verification. Let's go! This is a great day for winning. Now, we may take some L's today, maybe depending on what the news says, but these are great big wins. These are really, really good wins. And I think that this is definitely a positive. I don't see any negatives around here. Now we just have to make sure that that this goes again. And Katie Hobbs is in trouble. It doesn't seem like it's going too great for her. And I think that that we may be able to push back hard. Now remember, guys, the war is not over. The fight is not done. We need to push back, and we need to push back hard. We are taking these W's, but we have to keep on pushing. What I mean by this is that we have to be out in full force in being able to push back by voting, and not just by voting, but let our voices be heard. I know a lot of you, some of you, and I have had friends like this that were in this situation, to where they couldn't go out and maybe refuse the jab or go out and maybe be proactive and some stuff like that. But it is very important for our voices to be heard. The silent majority is strong, and I believe that even people that are Democratic are not necessarily this batshit insane. I think it's just a very loudmouth, annoying people that think that they know what they're saying, but they don't. And we need to push back. And ladies, I know I ridiculed and blasted you hard last video, but as to for it needs to be, because shame needs to be brought back in terms of maybe shaming you for doing this type of stuff. You ladies have the power to essentially stop what was happening from the last video, but we're not gonna get over there. We have the power to choose. We have the power to make things happen. And as long as we do this and we fight for our rights, we can have a very strong and stable country. And maybe we need to defend ourselves against the ongoing World War III. So we can make things happen. The Arizona Supreme Court declined to hear the majority of Republican Kari Lake's appeal on Wednesday during a challenge to her loss in the governor's race, but kept the case alive by sending one of Lake's claims back to a lower court for review. Lake made several claims in her case, 6 of which the state's high court said were properly dismissed by lower courts. However, according to an opinion released Wednesday written by Chief Justice Robert Brutel, the trial court unanimously dismissed Lake's claim, challenged the application of signature verification procedures on early ballots in Maricopa County, and as a result sent the claim back to the lower court to reconsider. Lake lost to Democrat Katie Hobbs by just over 17,000 votes, but has contested the results. From Kari Lake herself, she says, huge. AZ Supreme Court rules in favor of Kari Lake. Forces lower courts to look at signature verification issues. Really strong. Really, really good. In her challenge, the former TV anchor claimed there were problems with ballot printers at some polling locations in Maricopa County, which is where over 60% of Arizona's voters live. The ballots were printed too light to be read by on-site tabulators at polling locations, and as a result, lines backed up in some areas. Lake also alleged that thousands of ballots were injected into the election and that problems with tabulation machines disfranchised thousands of voters. County officials countered, claiming those at the locations that had the opportunity to vote on that all ballots were counted because the ones affected by the printer malfunctions were taken to more sophisticated counters at election headquarters. According to the opinion by the state's high court, Lake's challenges were insufficient to warrant the requested relief under Arizona or federal law. However, Lake's sixth legal claim alleging that Maricopa County did not follow signature verification procedures was ordered reviewed by a county judge. According to the Arizona Republic, the county and appeals court's original rule Lake's signature-related challenge applied to the policies themselves, not how the policies were applied in 2022, and dismissed her claim based on grounds that she filed her legal challenge to state. But the state Supreme Court ruled Wednesday that was an error, saying Lake could not have brought this challenge before the election. And her claim, Lake cited Arizona law requiring signatures on early ballot envelopes be envelopes be checked against the signature already in a voter's file and sets the process and timeline for verifying or curing a ballot if the signature doesn't appear to match. Lake McLean, Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Richards' office accepted a material number of ballots which unmatched signatures. The High Court ordered Maricopa County Superior Court Judge Peter Thompson to review that element of Lake's case again to determine if the claim was probably dismissed previously, or if Lake can prove votes were affected in sufficient numbers. To alter the outcome of the election, previously the Arizona Court of Appeals ruled Lake's claims demonstrated difficulties on election day, but that the lower court was correct in concluding that voters were able to cast their ballots, that votes were counted correctly, and that not all other bases justified setting aside the election results. So there we have it. So yeah, Lake essentially essentially brought all these things. A lot of them were dismissed, but not every last one. And the mere fact that this is, obviously the case and what have you, this is pretty much a huge win in this factor. Now, I would agree that this is still ongoing, and this could easily still backfire on Kari Lake. Not necessarily backfire, but end up in Kari Lake's loss. But this is still a huge win, and we have to take these wins as we can. I think that she may be able to win this in all regard, and I think this is a really good step into maybe actually fixing our election ballots and all this other stuff. Because I think this is horrible, and Katie Hobbs has been caught doing some other stupid, dumb crap with saying that hair or braids is now discriminating against hair braids is now illegal, which is asinine. Again, I don't really see how that was really an issue, but yeah, it seems that we have some other crazy stuff that's going on, and this is a pretty big win. Hopefully, we can get some more wins out of this. Hopefully, Lake can become governor, because I think she would be a great governor, and she would be a great VP if we ever win 2024. So I would like to say that things are going good here, for the most part. Anywho. Without that, we have a bit of what Kari Lake was talking about for the past few months now, about the election and, about the election in her state and the signatures. And you guys should take a look, kind of understand what is going on and what she really, and why, part of the reason why the appeals court kind of, went back to those lower courts. Take a look.
Waiting in 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 hours. People were walking away. They would get up there, they would vote, they'd put their ballot in the tabulator only to have it spit out, and they'd put it in a separate container to be counted down at the county. And we don't even know if those ever got counted. We have evidence to prove that maybe they didn't even get counted. And then we found out that with whistleblowers at Runbeck, who prints our mail-in ballots, that 300,000 mail-in ballots had no chain of custody. We don't know where they came from. The only way we can have mail-in ballots and have security is to have chain of custody laws followed and voter signature and verification laws followed, and none of those laws were followed. We have 3 whistleblowers in the signature verification department in Maricopa County who said they were rejecting tens of thousands of signatures to the tune of up to 130,000 ballots that were being rejected for bad signatures, and somebody above them was sending them on through to be counted anyway, even though they were rejected as bad signatures. Maricopa County is 62% of the entire state population. The 2 men who run it, who are Republicans, formed a super PAC to raise money to defeat me. So here I am on the ballot, and they are trying to defeat me, and they are running the elections. The conflict of interest between them and Katie Hobbs, my opponents running the statewide elections, is so outrageous, and that is just scratching the surface of all of the issues with our elections in Arizona and Maricopa County.
Absolutely stunning. We're talking about one state in the Republic. We're talking about mostly one county in one state.
So, that being said, a lot of crazy stuff happening. But yeah, good news, good wins, and hopefully we can keep on going and pushing through the cancer that is in our society right now. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.